are back for Joe Snow's NFL Week 3 predictions with a new game show. It's going to be a Wavelength coming up after our Week 3 predictions. Of course, today we have Will Kukowski, Matt Freeman, Dobin Rafina, Richie Zangara, and me, Jack Kemmler. Just to want to remind you guys, 5 points for every game correctly picked and 25 extra points for getting 10-plus games correct in a week. But we'll get into these game predictions, starting off with a very easy one. Going to Will, his Indianapolis Colts against the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, this is a very easy one. I mean, the Colts do pose a threat of having one of the best, run defenses early in the season, but the Baltimore Ravens are much more than just Lamar Jackson being able to escape the pocket. They're a very talented defensive and offensive team. They can pass the ball, they can run the ball, they can do basically everything the Colts can't do. And I mean, this is going to be a blowout. Ravens are taking it home.
Yeah, the Ravens win this game, and they win the AFC North. I don't want to hear anything about it.
Yeah, I'm going to take Ravens on this one.
Yeah, give me the Ravens here. They've shown that they're a great squad, and even when Lamar doesn't carry the ball 15 times a game, they always find a way to win.
Yeah, especially with Richardson out, I think you have to take the Ravens here. Moving on to the Tennessee Titans at the Cleveland Browns. Matt, if you want to start this one off.
I think this one's a relatively easy game to pick as well. I'm going to go with the Cleveland Browns. I mean, the game is being played in Cleveland, and the Titans, they haven't looked very good. They played a close game with New Orleans in week 1. I just don't really love what I'm seeing. They're a very strong defensive team. Mike Vrabel does a great job with these guys, but I'm going to take the Browns.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Browns in this one as well. I think Tennessee's offense is not the best, and I think the Browns' defense will, definitely make some plays in this one.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Titans in an upset here. They're riding high over the win versus the Chargers last week. The Browns lost their number 1 RB, Nick Chubb. I mean, this is going to be a dogfight all the way through, and there's no better team to dogfight than the Tennessee Titans.
I'm going to have to disagree with Richie there. I think I'm going to take the Browns as well. They've only given 1 offensive touchdown all year this season. I think the defense is looking very good. Even though they lost Nick Chubb, I still expect them to beat this not very good Titans team. Will, who do you have?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough matchup, even with Chubb around. Tennessee, a very prominent defensive team, stopping the run so far. Their interior D-line's been great this year and the years prior. But I think Cleveland's evolved so far this year a lot more than just a running team. That's turned the ball to Nick Chubb. Deshaun Watson's playing well. Their defense has shown out so far. So I'm going to take Cleveland here.
All right, moving on to 2 teams that are definitely off to strong starts. Falcons 2-0, not expected, and then moving on to the 1-1 Detroit Lions. Dom, if you want to start this one off.
I'm going to take the Falcons here. I think Amon-Ra's injury is not 100%, but I just think the Falcons' offense, they have a lot of weapons, and they've been pretty unstoppable so far. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Lions here simply because they're just a better team in the scenario.
Quick reasoning. I think I have to agree as well. I really do like this Lions offense. I do not like Desmond Ridder at all. I do not like what I've seen from him through the first 2 games. I definitely like Bijan, but that's the only bright spot on this offense.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you guys here. You're going to take Detroit. I think that the Falcons' interior front, they're just going to be so overpowered by that offensive push you're getting from the Lions O-line. I think Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be able to run free. I think that Jared Goff's going to have an absolute day, tearing apart that secondary of the Falcons. I think that Detroit's really just overpowering, a much better team than the Falcons here.
Yeah, I understand the Falcons are riding high. They're 2-0. They didn't really expect to be here. But that secondary just hasn't looked as good as we've expected. And I don't really think that it's going to turn around against a very good offensive team in the Detroit Lions.
And moving on to the New Orleans Saints at the Green Bay Packers. Pretty tough matchup here for both teams. Richie, who do you have in this one?
Yeah, I'm going to have the Saints here. I think Green Bay is just going to be outplayed on the defensive side of the ball. I like Derek Carr in that Saints offense, and I think that they're going to capitalize on Jordan Love's mistakes.
I don't know if Aaron Jones is coming back yet, but if he does, I really do like this Packers team winning this one. He looked very good in that week 1 performance, but then when that A.J. Dillon starting that week 2, he did not look good at all, especially with Jordan Love in the pocket. But I'm going to have the Packers taking this one.
Yeah, and a tough matchup here for sure, Jack. This Green Bay team is posing a real threat to the New Orleans team, who's played, two of weaker competition. Really hasn't gone against a strong team. I think Green Bay comes out in Lambeau and just stands up and shuts down this New Orleans Saints offense that's been having a pretty good time so far, moving the ball downfield, scoring. I think that this, veteran Green Bay Packers defense, I think they're gonna have a good time Sunday against the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, I'm going to take the New Orleans Saints here. I'm really high on this team. I think they're very strong defensively, especially out in the secondary. Marshawn Lattimore is proving to be one of the best corners in the league again early on this year, and the Packers have very banged up weapons. We don't know if Christian Watson is going to play, if he will be 100%. We don't know if Aaron Jones is going to play or if he will be 100%. I really do love Jordan Love, but I'll take the Saints here. They really have had two very gritty wins, and the final score of the Panthers game does not really show how dominant they were in that one. So I think they're playing really good football. I don't love the Packers team without their main weapons, so I'll take the Saints here.
Yeah, I'm actually going to take the Saints as well. Their defense has been playing really well, and they have three great receivers, and they've been moving the ball really well throughout these past two games.
All right, moving on to the next 1:00 game. It's a pretty easy one to pick. 0-2 Texans at the 1-1 Jacksonville Jaguars. Will, if you want to start it off.
Yeah, I mean the Jaguars. Hopefully their offense finally explodes, but they should have a pretty easy time against the Texans here.
Yeah, I really don't want to sleep on this Texans team. CJ Stroud has shown great strides early on in this year. Don't get me wrong, I'm picking the Jaguars at home, no doubt about it. But this Texans team is going to pick up a couple wins throughout the year, and I think they're poised for big years ahead with Will Anderson. Nico Collins looks great. Mechie will be coming back from injury, and then CJ Stroud has looked really good at the helm. So I'll take the Jaguars, but don't sleep on the Texans.
Yeah, I'm taking Jaguars in this one. This is pretty much a no-brainer for me.
Yeah, I'm also going to run with the Jags here. I think they're going to bounce back.
Yeah, after that bad performance against the Chiefs, I see them bouncing back as well and moving up to 2-1. Another easy game here. Maybe some people don't think so. 0-2 Broncos at the 2-0 Dolphins. Matt, you can go first.
Yeah, I'm really not a fan of this Dolphins team. I don't think they're among the elite teams in the NFL, despite being 2-0 with really good quarterback play. So I think they're going to suffer a couple of losses as we get into the middle of the season, but the loss is not going to be to the Denver Broncos in Miami, so I'll take the Dolphins.
I'm going to take the Dolphins with this one. As I said before, I think they have one of the best offenses in the league, and, it's really unstoppable the way Mike McDaniels is using all of his weapons.
Yeah, I'm also going to go with the Dolphins here, but I'm going to have to disagree with Matt. They are looking like one of the best teams in the AFC right now, and I think that they're going to destroy the Broncos at home.
Yeah, I agree. I think they are looking like one of the best AFC teams. If they could, get that defense, very good, which they're spending a lot of money on, top 5 in the league, spending on that defense. They can get it, to a top-tier defense. They could easily be one of the best teams in the NFL.
Yeah, 100%, Jack. As Richie said, I do believe Miami's one of those elite teams. Unfortunately, stuck in a really tough division. But this is a game where I would be comfortable with Teddy Bridgewater under center. I mean, this Denver Broncos team is bad, and this Miami Dolphins team is just consistently very good. I don't see him losing at home.
All right, for a matchup that nobody expected for both teams to be 0-2 to start the season, LA Chargers at the Vikings. Dom, you can start this one off.
I'm taking the Vikings here. Chargers secondary has not been looking the best. I think, Kirk and Jefferson could go for 1 or 2 touchdowns. I really think they'll have a really good time moving the ball and scoring.
Yeah, I'm also going to go with the Vikings team here at home, but I want to give my take where whoever loses this game is going to get knocked out of the playoffs right here.
It was a very bold take, but it was definitely feels like a correct one. I'm going to take the Vikings here at home, and really just for that reason. I don't like this Chargers secondary, just as Dom said, and I think these Vikings get their first win.
Yeah, no, I think this Vikings team, the passing attack is way too powerful. This Chargers defense is not going to be able to contain Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, T.J. Hawkinson. Kirk Cousins is having a great start to his season. I think this Viking team just explodes offensively. and wins in Viking fashion, putting up 38 points.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Vikings here as well. Eric Kendricks questionable to play. He's banged up. So is Austin Eckler, and so is Joey Bosa. Those are very key players, both on the defense, or the two biggest on the defensive side of the ball for the Chargers, where they've been really struggling. So I'm going to take the Vikings here. Kirk Cousins has very quietly been playing phenomenal football so far this year. 708 yards, 6 touchdowns to 1 pick. It's really impressive to see how he continues to put up these incredible numbers year in, year out. So I'm going to take the Vikings.
Moving on to the Meadowlands, the New England Patriots 0-2 versus the New York Jets. Rich, if you want to start this one off.
Yeah, give me the Pats here. I mean, Belichick has been known to torment very great QBs on the defensive side of the ball. When you have Zach Wilson at the helm, it's not going to be good. And they have not beaten the Patriots since 2015. So I don't think this is going to go well.
Yeah, Jets have not beat the Patriots the last 14 matchups, but I do believe the drought ends here. This Jets defense, I think, is going to stop the Patriots home to probably 10 points because to the first 2 games, I do not like how this Patriots offense has looked. And if Zach Wilson could put up, 14, 17 points, I think that's going to get them the win.
Yeah, Jack, and I'm going to disagree with you here. I think the Patriots get their first win, and I'm a big numbers guy. I look at stats, I trust the stats, and 14 in a row. That just to me, that and the fact that I believe that New England, Bill Belichick, what they're putting on the field right now is the best product they've put on the field in a few years, and they look very competitive. Even though the record does not show it, I think this Patriots team has the ability to take down this Jets team.
I agree 1,000% with what Jack just said. I think that's going to be the story of the season for the New York Jets. If Zach Wilson can put up, 14 to 24 points game in, game out, they're going to have a chance to win every time they step on the field. This defense is that good. And if Zach Wilson can just figure it out a little bit with how good those weapons are, Breece Hall, Dalvin Cook, Garrett Wilson, they're going to win a lot of football games, especially games like this where it's at home against a subpar opponent. I'll take the Jets.
I'm taking the Patriots. I think their defense will definitely hold Zach Wilson to a little amount of points, and I don't trust Zach Wilson at all. I think he's just not a good QB, and he won't get it done.
So moving on to the last 1:00 game, Bills coming off a huge win over the Raiders, now versus the Commanders at Washington. Will, if you want to start this off.
Yeah, and Don't get me wrong. This Washington Commanders team is 2-0 for a reason. They've played very good football so far. A young defense, a very talented defense. They make plays throughout on all 3 levels of the ball on defense.
Yeah, so right here, I think it's a pretty easy pick. I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills. I mean, the Washington Commanders, they're 2-0. They've had a cupcake schedule to this point. The Bills, their lone loss was against a Aaron Rodgers led, at least for the beginning of the game, New York Jets team, prime time. I mean, that's a very tough game to win. But since then, I really like the Bills' defense. Josh Allen hopefully will get into a bit of a rhythm. The Commanders' defense looked very bad last week against a subpar Broncos team. So I think it's an easy Bills pick here.
I'm actually taking the Commanders here. I'm not a big fan of Josh Allen at all. I think he turns over the ball a lot. I also like this offense under Eric Bieniemy. I think he really puts up, makes some good plays for them and really gets them to score.
Yeah, give me Buffalo here. They're simply the better team all places around the ball.
Yeah, this Commanders team in week 1 only beat the Cardinals by 3 points, and I think, that was also at home, so I think Bills are just going to beat them up here, especially what they just did to the Raiders. So moving on to the next game is Carolina Panthers at the 1-1 Seahawks. Matt, if you want to start this off.
Big Seahawk guy here. I'm going to take the Seahawks in blowout fashion. Bryce Young, I believe he's going to be out for this one. So even more of a reason to pick the Seahawks. I just think they're finally starting to hit their stride. Geno played fantastic last week as they stole one in Detroit. So I think the Seahawks are going to hop on a bit of a win streak right now, and their second game in a row is going to be against the Panthers.
Yeah, I'm taking the Seahawks as well. I think the Panthers, without Bryce Young, really have no chance.
I'm also taking the Seahawks here.
Yeah, quick and easy Seahawks. No Bryce Young, no Panthers.
Yeah, shout out JP Zale, taking the Seahawks here.
Moving on to the 2-0 Cowboys versus probably the worst team in the NFL, the 0-2 Cardinals. Dom, if you want to start this off.
I mean, there's not much to say. I mean, Cowboys defense has been playing amazing. You know, Trayvon Diggs did just tear his ACL at practice today, but I still think their defense is gonna blow them out.
They gave me Cowboys here by 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I'll go Cowboys by 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, I'll tell us by 5.
Yeah, I'll go Cowboys by 6 at this point.
Moving on, which could be another blowout. It is the 0-2 Bears at the Kansas City Chiefs in Arrowhead. Richie, if you want to go.
They gave me the Chiefs here.
Yeah, I'm going to go Chiefs by a blowout. Justin Fields just recently said, I think it's on the coaches, which is something you don't want to see in that Bears locker room.
Yeah, I know Matt is going to highly disagree. Big Ohio State fan here, but I'm going to say I think we're coming to the point where it's a little bit of both. Justin Fields isn't really producing as much in the field. I mean, he's no longer really a superstar with his legs. Yes, he's able to extend the pocket and grab a few yards here or there, but we're not seeing those 20, 30-yard runs that were keeping the Bears in games. We're not seeing we're really not seeing what we saw in the preseason. Yes, it's preseason, but the Bears' ability to stretch the field out, their defense that they spent a lot of money on this offseason really isn't good. I don't really like – I'm going to say each week, I don't like this Bears team. I think the Chiefs are going to win by 8 to 9 touchdowns.
Wow, it's a lot of touchdowns. I agree with Jack here. I think it lies a lot on the coaching. So, I mean, as I like to say, call the police because this is going to be a blowout.
Yeah, I mean, I'm taking the Chiefs.
All right, moving on to a Sunday Night Football game. That's not the most entertaining. The 1-1 Pittsburgh Steelers at the 1-1 Las Vegas Raiders. We'll start off with Will here.
Yeah, I'm gonna take I'm gonna have the Pittsburgh Steelers figuring it out after a big win. Their defense is still very elite. That Raiders O-line never been good. I'm gonna take the Steelers here on the road, taking a big win here.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually take. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna take the Steelers here. I think they're just a ground and pound football team, and that's the type of team the Raiders are built to get exposed by. So I'll take the Steelers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm taking the Steelers here. In my opinion, best defense in the league. I mean, the Raiders aren't going to be able to move the ball at all. TJ Watt, defensive player of the year.
Give me the Raiders here in an upset at home. I think that the Steelers are the biggest frauds in the NFL. That last Monday night game was just not great.
Yeah, I don't really know about this Raiders team, especially with that blowout loss to the Bills. I'll take the Steelers here, even though, like Matt's the ground pound game, which is led by one of the worst running backs in the league, Najee Harris. And then moving on to the dual Monday night game, it's a 2-0 Eagles at the 2-0 Buccaneers, led by Baker Mayfield. See if they can move on to 3-0. What a story that is. Matt, if you want to start this off.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers here in a huge upset. It's being played in Tampa. Baker has these Bucs playing inspired football. And the Eagles, I haven't been super impressed with them so far this year. So I'll take the Bucs in a huge upset.
I agree with everything Matt just said. I mean, Baker's been playing great. Mike Evans, last game he went crazy. And these Eagles, this Eagles team hasn't been playing that well. I mean, they played a bad Vikings defense, and against the Patriots, it was a close game. So I think the Bucs are taking this one.
Super Bowl last year. I mean, how are we fading them to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Give me the Eagles bigger.
Yeah, you could definitely agree with what Rich said on them just going to the Super Bowl last year, but I think they lost 3 vital pieces this offseason. That's their 2 coordinators on the offensive and defense side of the ball. And in the secondary, CJ Gardner-Johnson. I don't think people are realizing how big of a loss this is. Through the first 2 games, that secondary has not looked good at all. And now you're coming up against Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, who both look very good with Baker Mayfield in this new Buccaneers offense. I will take the Buccaneers here at home.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Rich here. I mean, the Eagles are just clearly a better team. And yes, the Eagles off to a very slow start. A lot of players underperforming. The team just not performing as a whole at the rate they want to be. Guys coming in and out of injuries. Their secondary has been banged up. New coordinators. I think this Eagles team is going to, put together, and they're gonna leg out a tough road win here. But after this, I think the Eagles are gonna keep on going on a tear. I think they're gonna catch fire, and they're gonna put it all together towards the end of the season. I think this is the year that they win it.
So Super Bowl 2021 matchup right here. LA Rams at the Cincinnati Bengals from Monday Night Football. Dom, if you want to start this off.
Yeah, I'm taking the Rams here. Joe Burrow might not play, and they've looked terrible so far. I mean, and the Rams have looked very good, running the ball with Kyron Williams. He's looked great, and Puka Nacua, breaking out with those 2 insane games, Yeah, I'm taking the Rams here.
Couldn't agree more, Dom. I'm going to take the Rams here and an upset on the road. Joe Burrow is a major question, and I just don't see them hitting their stride against this Rams defense.
Yeah, it feels like these first 2 games, the Bengals just have no identity on offense. They just look very flat. Not like a team that you want to watch right now, and that's why I'm going to take the Rams. Puka Nacua, like Dom said, it's just been one of the breakout players in the NFL.
Yeah, I'm going to be a little bit foolish here. I'm going to take the Bengals at home. I'm just going to ride with you. I don't think the Bengals lose to the Rams at home. I still believe, even without Joe Burrow, the Bengals are a better team than the Rams. I still think that their surrounding cast is much better than the Rams' surrounding cast. I know Puka Nacua and Tutu Atwell had a great story, but I think this well battle trained Bengals secondary is going to be ready for the wide receiving core of the Rams.
I'm going to go with Will here. I'm going to take the Bengals at home. You're right, Jack. The offense has looked very ugly with not much of an identity. But keep in mind, this offense has been pretty much the same for the past handful of years, and they played 2 divisional opponents, very tough divisional opponents for their first 2 games of the year. Now they're playing a very porous Rams secondary. So I really like the Bengals with all these weapons to break out, and they're going to start to hit their stride offensively.
All right, so that will do it for the Week 3 predictions. Now moving on to our new game. It'll be Wavelength. Just a reminder, 25 points for a game show win. The 2 teams for Wavelength today will be Matt and Dom, and then Will and Richie. If you guys want to learn how Wavelength is played, I'm just going to be completely honest. You can look it up. I don't feel like explaining it right now. It's going to go from a 0 to 100 scale. And we'll start off. Well, of course, we're going to start with both teams. I'll show. Well, who do you guys want to start off as the person who looks at the number?
I'll be the number guy. I'll be the number guy.
Oh, Rich, I'll take the number guy as well. We'll take it.
Okay, so Richie and Dom, close your eyes here. Thank you, boys. All right. Actually, let me unmirror my screen here. That'll.
So okay. So I gotta think. Okay. Got it. I see it.
I got
good.
it.
You can pull it down. Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay. We'll start off with Matt's team. Name me a quarterback.
I'm gonna go with Kirk Cousins. 0 to 100. I'm gonna go with Kirk Cousins.
Tom, you don't have to give your answer yet. You can keep it in your mind if you want.
All right.
And then Will, quarterback.
I'm gonna go Jacoby Brissett.
We do have different numbers. I just want to make that clear.
We have different numbers. I'm taking Jacoby Brissett. Hopefully, you respect him.
No extra information. Don't do that, Will.
I know. I'm saying this as a Ravens fan.
All right. So the next one is going to be Jersey.
I'm going to go with the Steelers home jersey. Normal home jersey.
I'll go with like the Giants base uniform. Just like the most, I would say their home uniform. The base home uniform.
The blue? Okay. All right.
All right, then for the last one, it's going to be a wide receiver core, currently in the NFL.
This is a tough one to round it out. I'm going to go as just like the core.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Pittsburgh Steelers.
Ooh. Yeah, this is a tough one. Oh, this is a really tough one here. Trying to think of a core that's good. I'm gonna go with. The Green Bay Packers.
All right, so Dom and Richie, if you want to talk out loud and trying to remember all three of them and try and get to a number between 100 and 0.
Yeah, you had with Jacoby Brissett. I'm thinking 2,500, but that Packers receiving core, I think it's a little bit higher. So,
Kirk's having a great year. Steelers uniforms, can't go wrong. I mean, Steelers wide receivers, one of the most underrated wide receiver core in the league. I'm sitting like 70 to 80 right now. Should I make my final guess?
Yeah, if you want to make a final guess, yeah.
I'm gonna say a 78.
78. Richie?
I'm going to go with 43 here, between 35 and 50.
43?
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
Matt and Dom, your number was 71, so that's only 7 points off.
Oh, that was
Pretty good.
Very good.
Pretty solid. And then Will and Rich, yours is 54, so 11 points off.
Not
Right
bad.
there.
That was on me. I probably should have steered you a little bit more. I thought Jacoby Brissett was just a definition of a mid quarterback. I was trying to shoot for that.
Yeah.
Now you put too many Steelers in there. I was thinking higher.
That's why. See, like uniform was tough because I wanted to give you something that you liked but wasn't like insane. And then I think Steelers worked for receivers. But,
yeah.
And then I think Kirk was pretty solid. He's like a 75 guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jared Goff's not a bad one for that either.
All right, so on to round two. Dom and Rich, you're not going to be one closing your eyes. Matt and Will, you're going to close your eyes for this one. All right, here are you guys' numbers. Good? All right, you guys can open your eyes. If you guys want to talk in between, what's up?
Rich, starting this one off, or?
Yeah, I'll start it off.
If you guys want to talk in between, that's totally fine. We'll start off. We'll go with a running back.
All right. Give me Rashad White.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Okay.
Let me think. I'm gonna take Jeff Wilson Jr.
All right, so I'm just thinking out loud, like Dom and Britt, like you guys can't respond or give me any hints, but I mean Jeff Wilson, I'm thinking like 23. Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna be respectful and like say like from 25 to 40-ish, like somewhere in that range for me. Maybe a bit lower. I'm not thinking too much higher.
All right, for the second one, we'll do a head coach.
Don't want to lead you in the wrong way, but I think I am. I'm going to go Cliff Kingsbury.
Okay, I mean, if we're going that way, we're going that way. So
I'm going to go Josh McDaniels.
Okay, I mean,
Dom's number's pretty low.
Josh McDaniels is not a very great coach. I mean, he's had all these weapons. He doesn't really get much done. I'm still sitting around like the 25 range.
All right, Rich, I'm looking at like 35 to like I'm 30 to 20 range. I'm thinking about something like that. I'm not a big Cliff Kingsbury fan. He was a miserable head coach.
All right, for the last round, we'll do a defensive end.
Oh.
Ooh, that's tough. Matt or Dom, if you have one, go ahead and go.
I mean, I'm sure Matt doesn't even know who this guy is. but Nick Herbig.
Yo, I thought he's kind of. I don't know.
Give me Tyus Bowser.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna. I know I'm gonna settle.
I think I know. Well, Will, you want to go first?
So I'm thinking a little bit. Tyus Bowser wasn't a bad player. Like he was actually. He's a pretty good player. He had a decent career. I'm thinking like 37 to like 42. I'm gonna go 36 though because of that.
I think we're really down in the dumps right now, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go like 21.
So Will, you went 36? Yeah, that's 1 point off of 37.
Let's go,
Oh,
Will.
I should have stuck with 37.
Nah,
That
I
was
might
money.
have sold you on this
When you
one.
said 37, I was
Let's go.
Matt, you said 21?
21.
Yeah, the number was 3.
Yeah,
Nah,
Matt,
you know
you're
what?
giving
That's
way
all right.
too much.
That's all right. That's
No,
all right.
I tried my best. I
Nice shot,
tried to
bro.
think of
That's all right. I
the
didn't
worst
think we're getting that
in the league.
same
Come
threat.
back.
Do we have a
No.
final round, or is that it?
Yeah, we definitely have a final round. You
Oh.
guys can decide who you want to go with for this
Dom,
one.
I think I'm the best.
Same group,
describer of
same
this.
thing, Rich.
Yeah,
Same
yeah,
thing. That was
probably.
money. That was money.
So, we got it.
Okay, let
Me
me
and
write down the
Rich,
numbers
we're,
real quick. What's up?
Dom, put your
Pretty good.
face on the desk. You too, Will. Yeah.
All right, here it is.
Is can you rewrite my second letter, please? Is my second letter the same? Yeah. Letter.
Yeah, it's the same.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You good?
I'm good.
All right, you guys can open your eyes. All right, this one's going to be a bit of a different round. We'll start this one off with an NFL player's college career. So what they did in college, nothing about their NFL career, just only about their college career.
This one's tough.
Okay. Should I kick us off here?
Yeah, Matt, you can go first.
All right. I'm gonna go. This is so tough, dude. Oh. I'm gonna go with Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy and Will, who do you want to go with?
It's me.
It's Richie.
Richie, sorry.
Trevor Lawrence.
Okay.
What do you
Okay, I
guys
got you.
think right now?
That's
I'm
awesome.
I'm curious what you're thinking right now.
Me?
My
Dom?
teammate.
Sorry.
I mean, I'm at like 20 to 40 right now. I mean, he was last pick for a reason. He couldn't have done that good.
All right, Rich.
All
I'm
right.
not shooting at 100 yet. Like nowhere near that. But I'm thinking like we're from 87 to 95. Like I mean that's where I'm living. I really liked T-Law in college. I mean he was money in college. So like I'll give 85 to 95. I'll give a little bit more broad range.
All right, for the next one, it's going to be all-time fantasy season. So like this player's fantasy season, one singular one.
Okay. Well,
Can we say the year too?
pick a year?
Like you don't, if you could describe when it was,
Okay.
if you don't really know the year.
So I just want to make sure we're correct here. You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna go with Deontay Johnson's best year. So I believe that was like 1,200 yards, a handful of touchdowns. I can look that up.
Maybe a little less.
Well, we're going to go Christian McCaffrey's 2019 year.
All right, I'm gonna up my bar. Obviously, to up my bar, I'm gonna do like from 91 to 97. That's just what I'm saying. 91, 97. I feel like Rich might have locked down a high number here.
Really quick, Deontay Johnson's best year was 2021. Am I allowed to say the stats or no?
No, you don't say the stats.
Okay.
All right,
I'm at
for the
about-
last
I'm-
one.
No,
Sorry.
No,
Go.
no.
No, go.
I was gonna say, I'm at like a 40 to 50 range right now, 35 maybe.
All right, for the last one, we're just gonna do a singular Super Bowl. So whatever Super Bowl you remember, you rate that one from 0 to 100.
In terms of like how good the game was to like how
Yeah,
appealing it
how
was.
good the game was. Yeah.
Okay.
Very, very personal take. This is a tough one.
I'm this is such a killer. Can we say the final score of the game to spark memory, or is that illegal?
Illegal.
It is illegal or legal?
It is illegal.
Illegal. It's an I.
There hasn't been much variety in terms of Super Bowl outcomes as of late. I mean, it's been pretty cut and
I
dry.
mean, I'm thinking of one that's probably in the.
You want me to go? I'll go.
Yeah, Rich, if you got one, you go ahead.
Yeah, give me the 28-3. Or wait, I can't really say that. I'll pick another one.
The Falcons Patriots.
No, that makes sense. You're fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Falcons Patriots Super Bowl.
Well, yeah, everyone kind of knows 28-3.
All right. I'm going to go
We got blessed up here.
when the Ravens beat the 49ers in the Super Bowl with Joe Flacco and Colin Kaepernick.
2012. Yeah.
What do you guys yeah, I mean,
I'm about like a 40 to 60. I mean, Will, you got anything?
I mean, that was a great, probably one of the best Super Bowls. So Rich is begging me to climb to the top. He's saying, I mean, can I put my final score in?
Yeah.
it's about
96.
time.
96.
Not 96.
Talk to me, Rich.
I'm gonna say 55.
So 55 is very good. That is 4 points off
I think
off the 59.
This is got to be close.
And then Will picked 96. The number was 92, which is also 4 points off.
I'm allowed to get you.
But when yeah, we'll go a fourth round now that they're saying that. I think all right, we'll go a fourth
There we
round.
go.
It's gonna have to be top of the head.
that was great right there, Dom. That was great.
I'm tired.
Let me give the standings. It is Will and Richie only have 15 points. Dom and Matt have 29.
I'm not gonna lie.
We are blowing them out.
As a show, I think we're doing fantastic right now. This is pretty unbelievable.
I mean, I feel like 92 is a pretty easy number.
92 was
like,
All right, let's roll one more. Let's see if it's for real
Let's
or not.
go, let's
Rich,
go.
you and I are
Yeah,
rolling
there
the
we go.
same thing.
All right, you guys want to go the same order?
Yep.
All right, close your eyes. Who's not doing it?
Wait, isn't it just the
are
opposite?
we choosing or are we doing the opposite?
Oh,
Matt,
we'll do the opposite. We'll do the opposite.
Head down. You too, Will.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, is Richie describing?
Yeah.
I thought we were
Didn't
doing
he just described?
Richie. All right,
Oh.
it's fine. It's fine. He can go.
I forgot which one that was.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Go.
We're good.
Then we're good.
Was mine on the left or the right? I'm so sorry.
Christ. I still haven't seen-
Yours is on the right,
Somehow
Rich.
that- Yeah, the right.
Okay.
All right,
Do I even
we're good.
remember your number? Oh God.
I do.
Am I good?
Dom, text me the number.
Am I good or no?
He's
Every-
actually,
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You can open.
Yeah, you're good.
All right, for round 4, we'll start off with the tight end.
with a what?
Tight
Tight
end.
end.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm gonna start this one off. I'm I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with T.J. Hawkinson.
All right. Should I get my analysis now or after?
I was after.
More of a question for Jack there, but
Among all tight ends, Njoku.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew David Njoku was gonna come out. And I'm gonna be honest. I think David Njoku is above average. I want to say like 61. Like that's where I'm sitting right now, but it's a little generous. I'm gonna say from like 65 to like 50, from 50 to 65.
all right. So in my eyes, if Kelsey is going to be like a 95 plus, Kittle's going to be like a high 80s, maybe a 90, and then I think that's where like Hawkinson and Waller slide in to like. I'm going to go 77 right now.
All right, for the second one, we'll do stadium.
I guess I'll start this one off. I'm gonna go SoFi.
I'm also going SoFi.
Wow.
I was gonna say SoFi.
Very interesting. You know what? I was at 77 before. I think I'm going to have to bump to like 82. 82, 83.
I'm gonna be honest. I have no clue. SoFi.
Rams brand new stadium.
Yeah, I know, but like I don't know the characteristics. What charms the stadium. So I'm gonna just add it up by a little bit. Give me I'm sitting in like the 95 to 80 range.
All right, for the last one, we'll do a wide receiver.
I think this is where we can lock it down right now.
All right.
This is tough.
Yeah, Rich. I'm sitting like right now after SoFi.
Oh, fire it out.
Rich, after SoFi, I'm thinking like 95 to like 90. I don't know.
I'm at like an 82 right now. That's where I'm at.
Olave.
Gallup.
Who?
Gallup.
Michael Gallup. Oh,
That throws a wrench into
mind.
things. If I'm Will,
Yeah.
I did not think we were
I'm
going
thinking like
there.
the 40s to 30s. All right. I gotta do some math. All right, so
Chris
the
Olave.
range of Michael Gallup plus SoFi Stadium's very cheap beer sales, on top of the hidden factor of what was the first of David Njoku, and it's gonna add up. I'm gonna take. Dude, I don't know. Freed, you go first.
I might, if this is just, I think Dom did a fantastic job. If this is not between like 86 and 91, I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to go, I'm thinking it's between 87 and 89, and I'm going to go, I'm going to go 87.
All right. I'll go 72.
Wow.
I forgot
Wow,
what my
Richie,
number.
wait, Richie, your number was 77.
Wow.
That's good.
Michael Gallup?
Michael Gallup's a stud.
Well, because he was like 90,
I shouldn't have said Olave.
He was like 90, 95, so I wanted to bring him down a little bit.
Matt, you said 87?
Yeah.
Yeah, your number was 79.
Hawkinson was
Will, what'd you say?
perfect,
72?
SoFi
Yeah.
was right there, and I thought Olave was not in that top five, which is I think in that range. But
I like it. I probably overrate
yeah.
I thought you were gonna think I was gonna overrate him, so I was like,
I was thinking that a little bit.
When
but I felt like
you said
Olave belongs in
Hawkinson,
that range.
when you said Hawkinson, I had to because
Rich, I don't know where like Michael Gallup came into the equation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
And
that was a
Njoku.
that was
Because
a
he was
shot
like
in the dark.
90, 95. So then I got to bring him down.
I guess. I don't know how Will got that high to begin with. I think we have a final round. Do we not?
Yeah. I agree.
A fifth round.
A fifth round.
Yeah.
To have to rock.
Oh, okay. All right, you got pick who you want. I gotta think of numbers now again.
I'll give him out.
The scores: Matt and Dom are at 37. Will and Rich are at 20.
Wow.
They're playing this.
Yeah, I'm selling this one.
What a barn burner.
Wow. Great.
Call the police. This game's coming down the wire.
Will, if you don't put your head down, I swear.
Easy to get free to cookie.
You got 92. I don't want to hear it.
I'm not giving him anything, all right?
You also got 3.
Yeah, that's fair. You
Okay.
kind of sold that one for you.
Keep your head down. Here we go.
I think. Okay. Good job.
We got it, Will. We're good.
Are we good?
Oh yeah,
Very good.
That's
All right. Now I got to think of a first topic. We'll go. All right, non-present quarterback.
So like a non-active.
Non-active, yeah.
I can go first.
Yeah, you go ahead.
I'm gonna go Case Keenum. I don't know if that's his first name, but
No, it
Case-
is.
Case.
It is. You not knowing his first name does factor into the decision. Okay.
Could I give you the year, Jack? Could I do a certain player and then the year?
Sure.
oh, okay. So we're just gonna like add in things. Like,
Oh, I mean,
You want a player's whole career? Like I don't.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's part of the rules, Jack. It's his whole career.
A whole career.
Yeah.
Wow. What I was gonna throw out there was gonna be beautiful. Non-active quarterback. Are we sure Case Keenum is not active right now on an active roster?
You might be.
we're gonna fact check that right now. Matt, you can go with yours.
I mean, I had a plan in my dome, but now it's slipping away. I'm gonna go.
Case Keenum is he's active on the Texans.
So
okay. You want me to go again then? I'll find a new guy.
Yeah, go again.
or we could go a year, a singular year of a non-active player, if we're in agreement there.
Yeah, sure. Sure, you can do that.
All right. So Dom, I'm gonna give you. I believe it was 2019, 2020, maybe probably 2020. I'm gonna say, Big Ben Roethlisberger.
Okay.
What are you thinking here?
I'm in the 60s. You know, I mean, I think that's when rookie Najee. You know, they had a pretty good year. Yeah, I mean, I'm around the 60s or 70s.
Give me. Oh wait, he can't be on an active roster. I'm so bad at this. Well, I mean, he's kind of hurt right now.
Just let it fly. Just let it fly.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers last year.
Okay. That's tough. That's definitely
That
tough.
was very, very. He is very rostered. Like it's not even like Case Keenum. I get slipping up on that. Aaron Rodgers was like the main like NFL media less than a week ago. Like he was not only the biggest story in the NFL this whole past.
Oh,
season.
All right.
Sorry.
We'll go,
I'm like 50 to 70.
We'll go offensive line.
The Bears.
Give me the Panthers.
What are we thinking here?
I mean, I think we're bringing it down to the 40s, maybe even the 30s. I mean, the Bears' line is horrible.
Give me like 46. Somewhere around that.
I don't know what to do for the last one. Let's go. It's gonna be crazy. Let's go with the first overall pick in fantasy.
Like a common, like a guy.
Like you take this guy first overall.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
This year, you take this guy first overall. How would you rate it from 0 to 100?
With how he's been doing this year?
No. Preseason. Full PPR.
CJ Stroud.
4th season, right?
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins.
You're asking me to come back up the ladder. I don't know if I'm gonna listen. Give me like the 50.
That's the greatest analysis I've ever seen ever.
Wow,
hats off.
Give me the 55 to 60 range. I'm gonna take 61 here, Rich.
CJ Stroud. I mean, I know you like him. He's thrown for over 300 yards both games. I don't know how many touchdowns, but I'm in the 40s.
Preseason pick.
Preseason.
So like disregard any stats they have right now.
All right, I'm gonna 20s. I'm gonna say 28.
Well, I mean, you guys definitely won, right? Matt and Dom's number, their number was 21, so they were 7 points off. Will and Rich, your number was 66. Will, how did you get the Kirk Cousins there, all the way to 61 for a first overall pick?
I think Will's cheating.
Because in all honesty,
I'm throwing a flag. I'm throwing
a flag. I'm throwing a challenge flag.
In all
Bill
honesty,
Belichick pulling it out of my sock. I'm throwing
in all
it.
honesty,
someone pulls out Kirk Cousins' first overall pick in
time out.
You're like, yo, that is way above average.
You would not like that.
Let me cook. I'm trying to see my fantasy roster right now. Not quite locked in. Low-key thought the question was about quarterbacks. Kirk Cousins is, like, to me, a bit of a 60 quarterback. I was feeling 61. There was no cheating going on. I just wasn't paying attention.
Hey, I mean,
tough loss.
That's how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, the final scores: Matt and Dom 44, and then Will and Rich at 25. Very good performance there. We'll see if we do this again. See if anybody can do a
round
25-point performance.
Round 6?
No, round 6. We're ending it here.
The school night.
Yeah. We're at 10:49 right now. 49ers blowing out the Giants. And Will's already gone for the end of the outro. So that'll do it for us for Joe's Knows NFL Week 3 predictions and Wavelength. So for Matt Freeman, Dom Rafina, Richie Zangara, and me, Jack Kemmler, thanks for watching.
Yeah. Call the police. This is going to be a murder.